have a power-up in an hour and 40 minutes. Anybody have any questions? You guys want to go by any names?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Texas Card House Dallas here in Dallas, Texas. And we got a big one for you tonight. In fact, it's the even bigger one. I'm RJ Dupree in the booth alongside my man, Eric Van Loosen. What's up, buddy?
Yes, sir. It is the Mas Grande, the 250K, even bigger one we do every month. The best monthly tournament, RJ, in all the land. In all the land. We got 50K up top. Everybody's got 5,000 locked up. These are our final 9 out of 1,290 entries. $300 buy-in. Price pool ended up at $303. So great job to everybody that came out and fired some bullets, including me for several. And RJ made a little nice cash in this. So great run to a lot of our friends who didn't quite make this final table, but we've got a big one tonight. Let's have some fun in the chat.
Should be a fun one. Like Eric says, a little over 300,000 in this prize pool. 50K up top. Players have a prize locked up. 5,000 smackaroonies.
Absolutely. Got the lovely Miss Brittany doing the dealing, and let's look at our chip leaders. We've got the 5 seat going by Curran. We know him as Troy. Second final table for him. He's been on a little hiatus, and he's excited to be back on here. We got our man Primo is going to be second chips in the 7 seat. Brian H in the 2 seat. Actually, it's 4 seat, excuse me. Yeah, that's Brian H in the 4 seat. We got Brent in the 2 seat. We got Ka in the 8 seat. Andre in the 1. Gabriel, Akash, and What the Freak in the 9 seat.
WTF.
That's our man, John Boy, Mr. John Winfield, one of our very own, one of our dealers.
He's a short stack, and he drew the big blind first. So,
oh my goodness. Brittany's got the cards in the air. Let's go, folks.
He said he was sub 15 blinds most of the day yesterday, so he has been bottom feeding his way to get here. Picked up some blinds a couple of times down the stretch late last night. And by golly, he's made it. He's turned those blinds into some real money because he's got a prize locked up, 5K already, and he'll be looking to spin it up. Andre under the gun. He's rocking ace, queen of hearts. Hand number 1 underway. He will raise it up to 350,000. Blind starting in this final table, 80,000, 160,000 with that big blind ante of 160,000. So that will put 400,000 out there in the pot before the hands start. Andre goes with raise sizing of 350, and it's going to make its way around. Our man WTF looking for something to ship with that short stack, and he gets the dirty diaper, 3 high.
Yeah, what a start for the 1 seat. Ace queen suited, dirty diaper for the 9 seat. Got a lot of folks joining us in the chat so far. We got Kansas Poker out there. We got Raza. We got Ian Griffin. Got Joe Steven, got TBT, we got Poker Rhino, Poker Monkey, Poker ADHD.
A lot of pokers in the chat.
Yeah.
Love it.
And of course, Kiwi Special.
What's up, Rhino? Kiwi? Poker Monkey says he's excited for 2-5 tomorrow in the Las Colinas streets.
We got a Poker Monkey and a Rhino. Maybe one day we'll see a
it's getting crazy
Poker Monkey and a Rhino on the table.
All right, folds around to the small blind. WTF looking for something to ship with, and this is a big one. Ace Queen suited, or pardon me, Ace Queen offsuit, but he will rip it. Andre in the big blind calls with a lot of things. Jack 7 suited, definitely one of them. So he will make the call here on our man WTF. John Boy at risk. 7 high on the flop. 7, 6, 4. Jack 7 lands. Ace Queen gonna need some help. King of clubs. 10 of clubs. No help for Ace Queen. Andre lands with the Jack 7. That will eliminate our man WTF. Our first elimination of tonight's final table.
Yep. Short stack, sits down, gets ace queen in the small blind. Rip City, but gets called by one of the bigger stacks, and that's going to do it. And we can all say together, WTF.
WTF.
Great run, Mr. Winfield. we will see you hopefully on another final table, and we know out there in the poker streets. Y'all give John Boy a GG.
Absolutely, GG's for Jonathan, and what a wild ride. Yesterday, he said he bottom fed all day to get here, and by golly, at least he made it worth it. A 5K prize, well done.
Absolutely. And then there were 8. We're on hand 3. We already got 1 elimination. Poker Rhino did indeed have a blast.
I heard.
Singing his way
I heard
all
that
over the
Poker
place.
Rhino was in the room, and I didn't get to see him.
Everybody in the room heard that Poker
I
Rhino was
know.
in.
It's like, how did I miss that? All right, Gabriel's going to jump in the action. He's our 6th seat tonight, coming in with a little over $2 million. He's going to raise it up 600,000. Big sizing here from Gabriel.
Big sparkles on the hat.
And hello.
Big sparkles on the hat, but Koss says, I don't need big sparkles, I don't need a big hat, I just need a big hand, and it's pocket aces on the button.
Aces for our man Ka. Some of you might recognize Ka. Very popular in the Las Colinas room.
Absolutely.
One of my faves.
Played with him quite a bit here before we opened that room, and he's kind of been a staple over there, and glad to see him here on a final table.
You betcha.
We have a dead button, so he's technically going to be our button position, it says here.
He's going to do a little accounting here and see what he wants to do with this massive open from Gabriel.
Yeah, caught one of the big stacks, 3.42 million. And that is a big old 3-bet. Let's see what the sizing is here, RJ.
Yeah, he said, all right, you open big, I'm going to 3-bet big. I tried to count it by looking at it, and I can't do it. What do we got? 1.325. So 1.3 million, and look at this, holy spiciness. Kings in the small blind for Andre, facing a massive open, a massive 3-bet. Now Andre's going to 4-bet.
Yeah, and we don't fold kings at final tables. We're going to get these in.
2.5 million now, the 4-bet from Andre, his kings in the small blind. And now Gabriel has to know that Ace-Jack could be in a predicament.
Absolutely. Ace-Jack offsuit. I'm setting that sucker on fire here. There you go.
There you go. Ace-Jack goes in the muck for Gabriel.
And it is Rip City time for those pocket aces, and we are going to call.
Ka has ripped it all in for 3.4 million, and Andre now will be at risk. Pardon me, it looks like Andre is the bigger stack here by just a little bit, so Ka will be at risk. But we are playing for heaps, Eric. 7.7 million in the middle. 10-9-7 a flop, 2 spades. Ace has the spade advantage. 8 of spades, only a king would change it. There are some chop outs. 4 diamonds, no help for the kings. Aces with a massive double up for Ka. He's going to pick up 4.3 million in profit. 7.7 million in his stack.
What a start. What a time to wake up with aces, and what an unfortunate time for Andre to wake up with the pocket kings. The Cowboys just can't win on this table here in Dallas. My goodness.
Cowboys are rough.
Absolutely. Big hand there. Brittany's going to get that pot right. We'll go back to the chat, say hello to some folks.
Casey Powell in the chat.
Casey Powell hitting us with the Taco Bell Super Chat. Greatly appreciate that.
Sweet run by Casey, by the way, finishing 12th, I believe, in this very event.
Absolutely. And I believe somebody called us Hicks in the chat. So
yeah, we
resemble that remark, and we're okay with that.
No lie.
Miss Allie says, go Troy. Saw her out there playing in this tournament. We got Justin Custer. We got Matt in Texas. We're doing great this evening. We're already off to a great start. Not
and we
2 eliminations, but 2 really big hands to start us off.
We do have a player with the last name that starts with an H, so maybe our man is rooting for the 4th seat.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe his last name is Hicks. Maybe he's not calling us Hicks.
Either way, we're cool with it.
We're cool with it either way. Brad Kogel joining us in the chat. Mike asking who the chip leader is.
Well,
it's our 5 seat, and that is Curran at 10 million. He came into this table.
But now he's got company. Mr. Call up to 7.7. So those 2 have a ton of chips right now. King king situation is getting out of hand. I agree. The last poker hand I played while sitting here was with kings.
We got an all-in coming from Andre. He's got a 10, and we'll find out what the other card is probably here shortly.
All right, so Andre now left with 725,000, pert near crumbs, but he's going to rip it here from the button with ace-10 suited.
Ace-10 suited, there we go.
Jack-9 suited from Akash. He doesn't want to mess with it.
Thank you, Wendy. I was thinking somebody's just calling us a couple of hicks in here, and, you know, we've been called worse. You hadn't lived if you hadn't been called worse than that, I'll tell you that. Well, Mr. Hicks did knock out one of my good buddies in this tournament.
He got me, yeah.
The aforementioned pocket kings that don't do too hot on this final table didn't do too hot for Mr. R.J. Dupree.
Did not do well for me. And
Mr. Brian flopped a set of 9s and turned quads on you.
He did, yeah, but we got it in on the flop. I'm a little bit hard on myself. I felt like it was a punt. I should not have played for the heaps that we played for in that situation. But I did, and my man Brian was the beneficiary of that, and it's good to see he's made a run out of it. Going to make some real money here at tonight's final table.
Another all-in for Andre. This time he's got pocket 4s in the cutoff. Let's see if he can get another one through. It's going to be up to Mr. Brian H. Got a big stack, but he's got the mumbler. And it looks like he's doing a little mumbling. He's going to let it go.
A little mumbling it. That's what it does to you. That is how it got its nickname.
Now we got our friends Luka Doncic, which is our friend Simon, and Tommy Guns rooting on their boy Primo.
Absolutely. Seen some folks rooting on Primo. Seen some folks rooting on Brian. Who you rooting for? Feel free to let them know.
All in Evan.
Now's the time before they get knocked out. Gotta let them know you're here.
All in Evan realizing, yeah, that nasty ace-jack offsuit actually would have taken it, but, man, that's a trash hand when you're getting 3-bet and 4-bet. And there's some serious pay jumps coming up. Hold on to those chips. Those chips are worth something. No all-in for Andre this time. He's got the 86. He's going to 86 that one. And Akash. His dad is watching. He was helping him out find the YouTube stream, so shout out to Akash's dad. He's going to go all in on the button here with an ace-6 offsuit. Try to steal some blinds. Always risky when the big blind is the biggest stack at the table.
Yeah, and he's got that, the 18 blind mark that can be so dangerous either way. 18 blinds, you love to make these moves. When you have enough blinds to make people think about it, 18's still enough. And now Curran in the big blind with a pair. Right in range for that particular situation. Could go either way.
Decides to make the call. And Akash is actually going to be okay with it. He's got 51% equity.
It's a race.
It's a true flip, true race. We've got 2 overcards.
All right, Akash at risk. He's going to need a little bit of help. Ace-6 going against the 3s. King, 7, queen, 2 spades. Akash has one.
That's the king of hearts, not the 5 of hearts. Pay no attention to the bottom right corner. There we go.
Ace of spades on the turn. Big advantage now for Akash.
Only the 3 of clubs is available.
9 of hearts, no help for the 3s. Akash finds a double up with the ace-6, 4.2 million now in his stack.
Big old double for Akash. Sure his dad was rooting him on from home there, watching the live stream. He'll be proud. Son is still going to be hanging around, getting a full double there. And now with a pretty healthy stack, he's in 4th position here.
A little poem for my man, Jason Aeronaut.
All right.
I don't know if any of it rhymes, but you know.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go gamboling, he says.
I don't know if there's any automatopoeia in there, but we'll take it.
There's some alliteration.
Jackson's with us. Look out, folks.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Jackson.
Simon's son has joined us.
All right, Brian H., he's on the button now with an ace. Ace-3 for him. He's going to bump it up. 350,000, and Curran, back-to-back pairs. This time he's upgraded. He's got pocket nines now. And I believe he's ripped it all in, 4.2 million. A big all in here with the pocket nines. Picking on that button open from Brian. And I can attest those two have played together a lot during this tournament because both of them came from the table I was at. And man, we had heaps of chips on our table yesterday. So it's no surprise that we see two players from that particular table make it to this final table. I had 800,000 at one point at the 10K blind level, and I was like median at my table.
It's a lot of chippies.
There was heaps.
Well, it takes a lot of run good to get to a final table, play good and run good. And Mr. Brent there in the 2-seat told me he hit a royal flush yesterday. So we've got Mr. Brian Hicks knocked out my partner, RJ Dupree, with quad nines.
Quad, yeah,
that's running pretty good against pocket kings. And Brent got to the final table. He said courtesy of the royal flush.
Royal flush.
You don't see that very often, and definitely not in a big tournament. So
I like big hands. I cannot lie.
Absolutely. I prefer small hands, but that's a different story.
All right, walk this time for our 7-seat Primo. He'll take it.
Primo rocking that 3-coin gear.
Yeah, you know, I'm a believer in no stand-up equity, right? Sit down, take it like a champ. But yesterday, when that 9 peeled on the turn, my opponent then had quads. I went ahead and stood up early on that one.
Oh, you did?
Yep. Yeah. Start the car.
Good time to stand up when you're drawing dead. Uh-oh. Luka Donkish hitting us with a $49.99 super chat. Let's go. Primo the GOAT.
Donkish
says the announcers are a couple of goats. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Jackson's dad, former tourney player, now PLO pro with a little shoo emoji. Thank you very much, my friend. Production team also says thank you for the super chat.
All right, Brent's ready to jump in the action here. Hand number 9. It's been a little quiet thus far. Ace, queen offsuit, raised 500,000. So another large open here. We've seen a couple of those thus far. It's always fun at the final table when we see the different styles of play that can make it to this final 9 through 1,200 entries.
Yeah.
Brent M going to take that one down. Well done, Brent.
Not messing around there with the ace-queen. Willing to play some big pots. Let's put those payouts up again just so that folks just join us and see what we're playing for tonight. We've already had one elimination. That was our buddy, Mr. John Winfield. Great run, but we've got 8 left. They've all got 67-10 locked up. We're playing for 50,000 up top, though, RJ.
50K, that's a pretty sweet prize off this $300 buy-in. It's the even bigger one, the greatest monthly tournament in all the land.
The Mas Grande, baby. Let's go. Gosh, staying disciplined over there, folding that Jack-10 suited that we all love.
And he made that face like he could hear you. He's like, I know, I wanted to play it.
I know, it's such a beautiful hand, I want to play it. How did he know Gabriel was going to rip it in the cutoff with the AC-deucey?
AC-deucey ripping it. Just about 10 blinds here for Gabriel. Sees an ace, goes with it. Finds no resistance. He'll take down 400K.
Andre, who did get crippled with that kings versus aces, has chipped up a little bit to 1.2 million. So horrible, unlucky spot there, but he is still in this thing, even though he's our short stack. A little under 10 big blinds.
Uh-oh, our man Jackson's got some chores to get to. We'll be here all night. Finish up those chores, come see us again.
Onto the gun 1 now. He says, I like this hand. I'm going to see if I can raise it up.
One card fold, Eric. I looked at one card and I folded. For the viewers at home. One card fold.
Uh-oh, Troy saying, talking to me, says he looks at one card and folds. I wonder which one that was.
I'm guessing it was the 4 or a king. But could have been a king. But he had 10-4. All right, Brian with a raise here. Jack-10 suited. Caught on the button. Ace-10 suited. Not going to mess with it.
Yeah, another discipline
And
laydown.
he might have seen some action coming behind him. Andre does rip it all in, 1.2 million. The all-in from Andre. He's got pocket sixes.
Tough spot here. You did open, but it's just 2 blinds basically that you put out there. So 2 blinds and a tickle.
Yeah, and it's going to be in the neighborhood that it's going to have a little gamble to it, but
basically calling for 8 or 9 big blinds here.
yeah, right. And we always say that 8 blind mark is close to a lot of hands.
Got to put 7 more big blinds out there.
And
He does know this opponent could be jamming with a lot of small pairs. And of course, Jack 10 is a hand that flops really well. Does Brian want to gamble?
there you go, he does.
He wants to gamble. He's going to try to knock out Andre and ladder up right here. And he's going to like that he's got 2 overs.
2 overs, a flush draw, and a straight draw to start. All right, pocket sixes for Andre. He's going to try to get the double up and a hold. Our man Brian H. going for the knockout here. Andre at risk. 10, queen, 8.
Ooh.
Big flop for the Jack 10. 4 of hearts. Only a 6 could change it. 9 of clubs. Jack 10 officially going to make a straight after landing that pair. Brian H. will win the pot, picks up $1.5 million in profit. Our man Andre has been eliminated in 8th place. Sweet run, another sweet run for Andre.
Yeah, one of our bigger stacks at the table, of course, ran into a monster there. Kings versus aces, and that really just changed things for him. But 67-10 for his efforts. And again, 8th place out of 1290. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Now there's 7 players remaining. They have a prize locked up, $8,450.
2 knockouts through 12 hands. Brittany must have a hot date. She's ready to get out of here.
Me too.
I showered today, man. What the hell?
I just figured you knew I was bluffing.
We're not in a hurry. We're having a good time. We hope we get to play this tournament out and get some great hands in for you guys and gals. Not all heroes wear capes, but Kaz wearing a cape, it looks like.
Matt in Texas says, I'm going to cheer on the 4 seat. Go Brian H. I agree. Since that's the guy I gave my chips to, I'll be rooting for him a little bit.
Did have an under the gun open here from Curran. And gonna get called by a similar hand, right? Jack 10, 9-8 suited.
He saw the 10 first this time and played it. So Queen 7-9 the flop. Open-ended here for Curran, his Jack 10. 8-9 lands a little something, middle pair.
Blinds did go up to 1-2-2, so this is just 2 blinds. Curran's betting, and I think you hit second pair, you're going to be calling. Caution agrees.
Queen of spades on the turn here. Now Curran open-ended with that Jack of spades. $2 million in this pot. Kosh with about 3.2 in his stack, so this could get large. And it does. All in from Curran.
Kosh with the 2 pair here. Queens and 9s.
Maximum pressure on Akash and his middle pair.
Does not have a spade in his hand. He'd love to have one, even though it would not be good. The Jack of spades would trump his. And he's wondering, could my opponent be doing something with just 1 spade? Or does he already have it? We can see the 16 outs. Couple are taken away here. Easy decision when you see the cards. Kosh is in the blender right now. Tournament life would be at risk with 1 card to come.
And the Queen of Spades on the turn, he doesn't mind the board pairing. It's less likely your opponent would have a queen at that point. But if your opponent does have a queen,
Dead ant, dead ant.
you're wamboozled. So it is a blender situation indeed.
And this is not Hollywood, and he's really thinking about this, knowing he would have a monster stack if he makes this call and is correct. Does decide to let it go, and Troy can breathe a little bit now.
Yeah, Curran lets that hand go pretty quick after he knows that he's a winner. Well done, Curran. He will apply maximum pressure indeed.
I felt like we were getting close to the fold there, Glenn, so I didn't say hit the 1 for call and 2 for fold, but hopefully we'll have a few more spots like that where we can put it in the chat for you guys and see who can make the right decision. We always go 1 for call, 2 for fold. Glenn picked the right one there.
All right, blinds have gone up 100,000, 200,000, the new level. That will put our man Gabriel right at 10 blinds, and he's going to use them. He is all in now. He's ripped it with ace-jack.
Right at 10 big blinds, he says. Ace-jack, plenty good. Primo says, I'm going to pick a different spot here. I don't want to give away 10 big blinds just yet. Pocket 3's going to the muck. And let's see if our man Mr. Hicks wakes up with something. He's the last remaining player, and he does not. So Gabriel will get that one through. And that's 500K he's going to pick up there.
There we go. Well-needed 500K there for Gabriel with blinds looming. He's now under the gun.
David Smith joined us. How you doing, my friend? Glad you're back in the chat.
Hello, Dave. Mike B in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Oh, my man, Mike B. Poker.
Rooting on Primo tonight.
Tournament crusher. How you doing out in Vegas, brother?
Hot and sweaty, I imagine.
Indeed.
Or freezing in some of those poker rooms. All right, folds around to the button. Akash has king 10. He'll bump it up. 450,000 to go.
We are doing well, David. Just a little commentator salad for you guys at the booth tonight. Always a blast getting to hang out with y'all.
All right, Queen Jack in the small blind here for Brian. He'll make the call, and we're going to go to a flop. Curran out of there with Queen 4. Heads up, 4-7-6 the flop. Not much working for either player. Advantage Akash, the original raiser on the button. Unless the blinds should show any resistance to the blind range.
All red flop, both players holding black cards. King is going to land, though. That's a fun one for Akash. I'm sure Brian's just going to give up on this one, unless he's going to represent a king out of the small.
He is going to put a little tickle out there, and let's see what it is. 1.3 million in it.
475. That's a good tickle.
475,000 to bet. And of course, Akash actually landing on this turn, but no heart. And Brian recognizing that Akash stack-wise is down to about 2.6 after having to fold that previous hand. And this time, Akash not getting out of the way. He's going to rip it all in for 2.6 million, all in with top pair.
Yeah, it says if you got it, you got it.
And of course, we could see the cards. Good timing here.
I got top pair, I'm ripping it. And Brian is going to save a little face here. Doesn't want to know doesn't want everybody to know he got his hand caught in the cookie jar. So he is going to let it go after a little deliberation. That was not real deliberation, but I admire the stab there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Try to see if he could get one of those shorter stacks to fold a hand there. It just happens that Akash had landed that big king, and we'll try again.
Yeah, a lot of hands go away there, but in this particular situation, his opponent landed a little something. So found out the news.
All right, nobody under 10 big blinds. Gabriel is our short stack at 2.5 million.
He's in the big blind here. He'll be back down to 10 if he gets through these blinds without winning anything.
We'll face resistance from the under the gun. That's Primo with a beautiful ace-queen suited. Raise it up, min raise.
All right, Brent coming along, makes the call from the hijack, king 10. So it looks like we're going to be heads up. Blinds are out of there. Queen 4-5. Pretty good flop for ace queen.
Rainbow flop, top pair, top kicker, 1.3 in the middle.
Expect a tickle here, somewhere around 250. Let's see what he comes out with.
275.
275 from Primo.
It is definitely hole cards for all of us. But you could say hold as well, because those are the cards you are holding.
You can fold them, hold them, and hold them, but yeah, they're actually hole cards.
That's why they say you always got to have an ace in the hole. That's our man, King George, George Strait.
Our man Brent here goes with the raise. We're rocking this king 10. Primo has landed top.
Would not be surprised if he comes right back at him. It is such a good board for him, though. He could try to string his opponent along a little bit.
So the raise here from Brent. Could we see a 3-bet? And we do.
It's a biggin'.
Those green chips are the big ones. 500,000 each on those green chips.
And another spot here where a player is going to contemplate.
Splash around and find out.
I think he's got a decision to make here. Doesn't want to let folks know he got caught. So a couple guys going for some spots here. Like seeing some bluffing at the table. They're just running into it, unfortunately.
Now, he doesn't have to have a big queen there, but this particular situation he does.
Yeah, an ace-king even there might continue for that price, but any ace-jack, ace-10, or anything else that was just continuing with a c-bet is going to fold there. So I like the stab by Brent. Indeed. The dude is kind of a strange cat. He's been here in our room, Mr. Matt. Old Staples, or whatever the hell his name is. Stapleton?
Don't know.
The poker guy. I don't know his name.
Only time I ever
He's
see
been
it,
here before.
The only time I ever see it is on Instagram Reels or whatever, and I couldn't tell you who's doing what.
We prefer Chris Stapleton.
All I know is when you're on Poker Go voting for your favorite commentators, it should be Eric and RJ. That's all we know.
Fantastic. Gabriel all in.
He rips it.
Small blind, big blind, and Primo
Shows the hammer.
lets go of the real Primo hand, the 7 deuce. I couldn't tell who that was coming up on stage there. Somebody giving some fist bumps. Big Akash fan in the chat. We got Bree. I believe that's Bree Migas. Stapleton, yeah, he does call himself Stapes, huh? I'd say that's weird, RJ, but I've been calling myself Daddy for a long time because I can't get anybody else to. So.
That's weird.
Yeah. One day, my friend, one day.
All right, Curran's going to open it up, getting a little spicy with the Jack-9 and the cutoff. Those red chips are worth 100,000 each, so that is a bet of 500,000. Gets rid of Gabriel's ace on the button.
Primo, the big improvement from 7 deuce to 7 triz. Handsome Andy.
Curran's going to get it down, takes it down.
The handsomest of Andys has joined us in the chat. He's rooting on his boy Primo.
Hello, handsomest of Andys. What's up, man? Kiwi's back. And of course, when you vote for RJ and Eric ahead of those WSOP boys, don't forget about our man Aaron down there. 3-man crew here.
Aaron Money McAvoy, that's right. Get to hear the sweet voice of Aaron McAvoy tomorrow night for our cash stream we'll have. Tuesday night here every week at TCH Live here in Dallas, Texas. Made a fun tournament stream yesterday, RJ. The showdown at the Capitol in Austin. Yeah, Aaron wasn't on that one doing the comms, but those guys down there did a great job as well. So make sure you subscribe to the TCH Live channel. You'll get updates when we're streaming, and of course, all of our other locations as well. So hit us up, smash that like button, and hit subscribe if you will, and share with your friends. We'd love more folks know about the great things that are happening with Texas Card House, great state of Texas.
All right, Primo doing some work from the button here. Rocking King 5, puts in a raise. 425 to raise. Brent hates to give up his big blind for this price. You can tell he's thinking about it. Does make the call. He wants to see a flop with 10 deuce of diamonds.
Shout out to Brent's son. I believe he said his name was Sam, but plays in the room as well.
Queen, queen, jack, the flop.
Had the pleasure of being at the table with both father and son in a tournament in this room.
Oh, yeah? All right, Brent's just going to open jam here. If he's going to play it, he's going to rock it.
That is a
and
big old
all
bluff.
In for 2.2 million.
Doyle Brunson.
Rocking not much. Primo's going to ask for a count here.
He said, why so much?
Oh, okay, pardon me.
And Brent says back, it's not so much for you.
Yeah, 2.2 is a lot, so he's going to get it done there. He's going to pick up 720,000 in profit.
Firing me up. Remember that? You guys are firing me up.
Uh-oh, don't get Primo fired up. Light him on fire. He'll come at you. He made a big call with an ace high late in the tournament. He is not scared. But neither is our man Brent after ripping it with
absolutely
2 red cards that did not connect in any way, shape, or form to that board.
That's right. Went with the raise on the previous flop and just open jams here with 10 high, and he's going to get it done. Joe's got the deals.
Thank you, Joe.
Rooting on Brian tonight. He sent us a super chat for a buck 99. Thank you, man. We appreciate that.
You know who that is?
Jack 4 offsuit?
That's Stapleton. Big Joe.
Is it?
I think so.
The guy that the chat is talking about?
It is.
Man.
His ears were burning.
That is awesome.
Stapes in the house. Cool cat.
Well, I'm going to have to learn more about you, Mr. Joe.
Keep watching those WSOP streams and you will learn a little something. Kiwi.
I know, and I've been slacking.
Kiwi evidently follows him. She knows his whole personal life.
I've been slacking.
Now, welcome, my friend, and thank you for the $1.99 super chat.
Congrats on the engagement, it looks like, if
Possibly, yeah.
if the rumor is true in the chat.
Kyle going to get one down with those hockey sticks, pocket sevens.
I tell you what, if I get one to stick around for 3 weeks, I'm going to lock it up, too.
Oh, you damn right.
Yeah.
Seven of our finest remain. We're playing for 50,000 up top tonight in the even bigger one. Just about an hour into our stream. We started right about 7:30, so really been playing for about 40 minutes here. Players been playing a full hour. We're on a 15-minute delay. Kiwi says, "Don't you bloody dare, RJ."
Taking care of me. She says I better be a little more patient than that, I guess.
And doctors have patience.
I'll do my best. All right, Brent on the button here, rocking a suited King 8. Does fold around to the button. So he's going to bump it up. Suited King 8, worthy of an open. 500,000, the sizing. And over to the big blind, 8 Triz. Suited.
The Octo Crab. It's just a little more than another blind to call, but says no thank you. Does get shown a king from Brent. Brent's trying to reel it back in a little bit, letting him know, hey, I got it. Every time I bet, I got it, boys.
That's right. He's moving up a little bit on that chip ladder. He's up to 3.8 million.
Uh-oh. Kiwi says the same goes for me, too.
We both have to behave?
What about handsome Andy?
This is chaos.
Is he allowed to know a girl for just 3 weeks and put a ring on it?
Yeah, he's going to have to act quick as well.
He's got a better chance, though, because he can afford a ring. RJ and I are looking at the those blow pop rings.
Yeah.
That's about all we can afford. Get them out of a vending machine.
Yeah, we're going to get out of our wrapper. All right, off to hand 21 we go. 100, 200,000, the blind level.
I had a down payment on a ring, but I spent it on 4 bullets in this tournament. And we did not make day 2. We gave it hell. A lot of folks did. 1,290 entries, to be exact.
200,000 here for Brent in the cutoff. This time he's going to limp. He's got Queen Jack of diamonds.
Hixie.
I think he's wanting to see what happens over there in the big blind, and Curran has some rags, so he's just going to check. But Curran's going to find a flop. Deuce 5 here. Deuce 3, 4 the flop.
Uh-oh.
And a spicy turn, Jack of clubs. Both players
Look at those outs.
playing small ball here. Check, check through the turn. And now Brent does bet 500,000.
Definitely a spot Curran can just call here. He beats bluffs with a deuce, and he's got a lot of outs if he is behind somehow. Does tend to lean on the aggressive side. Let's see what he decides to do here. 1 card to come. Out of position. Takes the chill route and just makes the call. Going to a river.
9 of diamonds. Brick here for Curran.
And check and a quick bet from Brent. Could look a little bluffy, but you're still sitting there with nothing but a deuce. Curran is not just going to give away chips that easy.
Deuce in the muck.
Brent's feeling a little spicy after that 10 deuce bluff
Yeah,
gets
he's
through.
having a good time. Love it. Getting after it now. He's warmed up, folks.
Sometimes we need somebody to kind of liven up the table to get some talking going. We'll try to listen in if we can get them chatting a bit.
Kiwi, after 1,000 weeks without any ladies, 3 weeks is like a long time.
All right, back over to Primo.
Ace Jack suited, under the gun for Primo. Found Ace Queen suited in his last under the gun hand. call over there in the 7th seat. He's got a lot of chips, but he keeps getting these tempting spots where you could jump in there. You could even 3-bet if you want, but he's letting them go right now because we're playing for some real money. He's been getting the tweeners thus far.
Ruh-roh. Big hand brewing here.
Ace King, big slick for Gabriel. He's going to rip it, 2.3 million.
And let's see if Primo picks up on that. He looked down at his cards and just immediately shipped it.
It went quick. The hood came off.
The stretch.
Gabriel's ready.
He says, I'm ready to go out with this hand. And that is very telling. And let's see if Primo picks up on that. His hand is just too strong. He's going to make the call.
Ace Jack clubs.
Does get the bad news, but he's got a flush draw. Still decent equity here, 34%, even with the weaker ace. Gabriel at risk.
7-7-3, picking up some chopportunities here.
We love chopportunities as players. There's
King
the king
of
ball.
hearts. No more chops. No more chops.
No more chopping.
Ace King's going to take it down. Picks up 2.6 million. He is up to nearly 5 million now. So Gabriel kicking and scratching over there. He's got enough to do some damage now.
Primo knocked that down to 20 big blinds, but still in a comfortable spot there with those 4 million chips. Just a little too much hand, I think, for him to fold there.
Shout out to my man Scoon. Big Oil. He's out there. I apologize for my Ace Jack.
Uh-oh. You get him?
Ace Jack took out Ace King on day 1, nearing the bubble.
Well, he may not be so friendly next time he's on our cash stream.
I love Scoon.
Good people for
Big
sure.
Oil's good dude.
Well, remember to let us know who you're cheering for. If you got a family member or friend playing, we've got Zach Hicks rooting on Dad. There's Dad right there. He's going to let go the ace-5 from the cutoff. This driver side quest says, don't mess with Texas. No, don't mess with Primo, he says.
All right.
Primo did get a little messed with there, but
He got a little back here in the big blind. He gets a walk.
always a good feeling.
All right, 3.6 million to shorty right now, so that is a lot of chips. Had those 2 early eliminations, so players now have a little bit of chips to play with, a little bit of maneuverability around the table. So far, we've seen that our man Brent is willing to maneuver, and you never count out the 5 seat. He will maneuver a bit as well. Of course, Brian H. We saw him jump out there from the blinds, try to take one down and run into some resistance. This time he's got ace-10 and the hijack. Ace-10 bumps it up. He's going to take it down. No resistance there.
Kiwi, you got to start getting out there, young lady. Her last date was in 2010.
Ours might have been the same night, Kiwi.
Yeah, I think that's RJ's last date, too.
I forgot about that old gal in Plano. We dated for a while. She was easy to forget about, though.
She was a little bit of a chica loca, huh?
Akash under the gun here. Ace, king suited. That's a pretty good hand.
Uh-oh. The queen with the tray, he wants us to know.
Yeah, 550.
He's not a big fan of. See Troy pointing up at us, giving us a little shout.
Ace, king suited for Akash under the gun. Makes it 550,000 to go. Holds around the rail. There goes queen, jack, and king, queen. Brent's rocking jack 9 in the big blind, so Akash going to get it done here under the gun just in time for his big blind.
Best way to win with ace king right there. Don't see a
That's
flop.
right. Absolutely.
Some days that hand will just hit and hit and hit and knock people out left and right, and some days you'll see nothing but losers with that one. We're all going to die on that sword if we're given the opportunity to get it in with the ace-king, especially when we're short.
Man, I folded one pre-flop the other day in a heap of a mess. Mitchell A, the beneficiary of that one. His ace-queen 4-bet jam brilliantly got me out of there.
You folded to that tall drink of water?
Yeah. And then it ended up being ace-10 versus ace-queen for heaps with a king on the turn, and I was sad.
I mean, he's a large man, but he's
It was
the nicest fella in the world. Shout out Mitchell A.
Yeah, shout out to Mitch.
Can't be,
Nice,
can't be
nice.
intimidated by Big Mitch.
Nice little run yesterday as well. It wasn't necessarily Mitch, it was the massive 4-bet jam.
That'll do it.
Over and all in already. Could have been a lot of things. I could have been in trouble.
Cutoff versus small blind so far, and it's going to get called by Brent. And Akash is now getting a pretty good price here with the 5-4. So it says no thank you. He's going to let these two tangle again. And what do you know? Another monotone board, neither player holding a diamond, but it is top pair for Brent.
As you mentioned, these two tangoed before, and Primo going to jump out there now with 7 high, no pair, no draw.
I said they tangled, like they battled. You said they danced, they
Oh,
tangoed.
all the above. A couple of different confrontations, so.
Brent looks more like a waltzer, and I think Primo, he's into the cha-cha.
You don't want to see Primo at Mavericks. Puts on a show for the ladies. And Brent does go with the check raise here after landing top pair, and he's going to get this one done.
Yeah, I definitely figured he would. Showed him the king. Trying to be courteous.
Yeah, well, he's also trying to
Set himself
butter
a
him up for a couple more of those 10 highs.
couple more of those 10-eye bluffs.
You betcha.
Yeah, Brent knows what he's doing, and I like it. I'm here for it. Mavericks, is that place over by us?
Mavericks, I believe, is the country two-stepping bar up there in the colony.
Yeah.
And
Why?
of course, you got Red River.
Yeah,
down.
but we live right there by Mavericks.
Yeah.
Why hadn't we gone and tried to
Well, because
twirl a lady around or two?
my two-stepping's a little rough.
Yeah? More like half-stepping?
Exactly.
All right. I say we try to go over there one day and let a big girl or two teach us how to dance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you know they'd be down for some Whataburger later.
And some two-stepping lessons. I'm in.
I got the mic drop from production on that one.
Brent's going to raise it up on the button with the suited ace-deuce. Ace-deuce of hearts here. Ryan now in the big blind with ace-jack. 3.7 million in his stack. Facing a pretty large open here. Brent does go heavy from the button. 775,000, a big raise.
Yeah, I'd love to see a 3-bet here. And of course, we get to see the cards, but knowing that Brent's been playing a lot of pots.
Makes ace-jack look pretty good here.
Sure does. And there he goes, 1.5. Is that just a click? That's just a click back.
A click back, but it's a big click back with these large sizings here. 1.5 million now. The 3-bet from the big blind. And Brian could be committing himself here at this point. He's got 2.4 behind.
Now, what do you do when you miss with an ace-jack or an ace-queen?
All right, so now we've cooked up a pot of 2.5 million. Brian from the blinds gets to go first.
Oh.
And look at this.
Look at this flop for Brent.
He's gonna flop a gut shot to the wheel and nut flush draw from the button. But Brian, the 3-better from the blinds, what do you do first?
He can definitely represent those ace queens. He's going to come out swinging, and he's not going to like the result. It's a instant jam from Brent.
So Brian goes out with a small continuation bet, 750,000.
Yeah, he is just disgusted. We've all been in that spot there.
Oh my, indeed.
It is a true flip right now, 50-50 in equity, but he cannot know that.
Oh, ace jack into the muck. Brent gonna get it done with the lesser ace there, flopping the big draw. Picks up 2.5 million in profit, and that pot devastating to our man Brian.
Yeah, and that's what I mentioned. No shade whatsoever on Brian there. We've all been in that position. He does go with a 3-bet, which I really loved. I just think, you know, maybe a jam is the right play there. I'm not sure what any solver would say.
He's wanting to jam. He knows he wants to jam, but that queen.
No, I'm talking pre-flop, though.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm talking about on the flop.
He min-clicked there, and what do you do when you miss with that ace-jack?
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate thing. Out of position. That's tough.
I had some deja vu right there, by the way. Played a big one on day one, very similar, where the ace-jack beat me in the pot with no pair.
Yeesh.
And I had the flush draw. I go whiff. Had doubled him up.
Well,
Ace-jack kicking.
What Brian did do correctly is save some chips there. He's got plenty of chips left. He's still in this tournament. Gonna have to find another spot. Here he is in the small blind.
All right, in the small blind, rocking king 9. Has dipped below that 10 blind mark, down to, gosh, he's below 8 blinds now.
Another monotone board here, all spades this time. Check, check.
9 of diamonds on the turn. Is that enough? We'll see. He's still trying to play small ball over there. Goes with a small bet.
Can you watch the cards, please?
And Curran hates it.
Curran has still got that big stack, but he's a little sick of those raggedy hands. He asked Brittany to do one quick wash.
Yeah, which is not normal in tournament play.
But she obliges because Brittany's the nuts.
Rules are rules. Players shouldn't ask her. Should acknowledge, really, but Brittany does a pretty good job of watching the cards most every time. So.
Sometimes they need a little wax on, wax off. See if they can't get things going. Sometimes they get washed and they don't go in your favor.
Yeah, it's all still random for sure, but yeah, washes in tournament play typically do not exist.
Another suited ace.
Special washes, that is.
Heart variety for Brent.
Ace 4.
He's up to 8 million. Sparkly ninja over there. He's fully hidden, but he's got sparkles. Crosses and sparkles for our ninja in the 6th seat.
King 9-4. A lot of hearts out here again for Brent. Pocket 5s for Gabriel here. Not much working there.
Deja vu for Brent, right? It's like, wait a minute. This time he's got a pair and a flush draw.
I like hearts.
And you like flush draws with pairs.
My favorite hand. Does bet a little bit, takes it down. 5s go into the muck.
He's heating up. Blinds are at this 100, 200, 200 level for just another minute and 45 seconds. You can see that clock in front of Brittany being counted down. Price of poker will be going up. And put our man Brian in a little bit of a danger zone, but he did just make it through the blinds, so.
Cause in so much chill mode, he's ran away from the table for a moment.
Don't count Mr. Hicks out.
Cause like,
Just off the stage.
I have enough chips to go take a little break. All right, Brent rocking hearts again. This time 10-6. End them up.
Okay, it's 550.
King Jack. Offsuit variety for Curran. He is going to raise to 550. Almost a 3X here. Now our Ninja Turtle deciding if he wants to come out of his shell. He says nope. And Primo will let that go. Easy peasy for the button. Holding on to that chip lead. Just barely though, as Brent is right on his heels with 8.5. This will be the last hand at this 100, 200, 200 level. Then it's going up to 125, 250, 250.
Okay, it's 400.
And there's another one for Curran.
25, 250.
All right, blinds are going up, Eric.
It's official, they're up. Primo getting some love from our buddy Ryed. Another tournament crusher in the room.
125, 250 now, so that's going to bring in Brian H. and Primo into a little bit of a danger zone, so we'll have some people moving around a bit.
Yeah, it'll put 625,000 in the middle before every flop comes out.
I'm ready, like a pillow. Giant Yankee for 1, 2 pillow. 2.
All right, Gabriel, he's rocking pocket nines.
Okay, it's 1.5.
Definitely going to come out of his shell for this one, and he comes out really swinging. 1.5 million.
1.5 million. That is the old, what is that?
It's large.
6X.
It's real large.
Took my Oklahoma math a moment. That is 6X.
Yeah, and he did that into one shorter stack and 2 of the larger stacks, so basically telling him, I'm here to battle on this hand. I'm not folding. No fold equity there. St. Gabriel the Ninja, indeed.
All right, Glenn Miller going with the Hail Mary guess. We'll be heads up by hand 79. He says hand 79 will be the heads up action. Brian H. rips it all in with the King 10 suited. Ultra Kryptonite in there for 2.05 million. A little raggy around the rail. Brent will take it down. Under the gun.
Bryant will take it down.
Pardon me. The under the gun rip gets it through. Did I say Brent?
You did.
My brain probably read that word while I was trying to speak. And away it went.
Words are hard, poker's harder, and making a final table when there's 1,290 entries is really hard. These are our final 7 players out of that aforementioned 1,290 entries. 4 of those were yours truly's. Crash and burn, eh, Mav?
Pew, 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 pew.
We gave it hell, though, and of course this is the greatest monthly tournament in all of the land, and it's well worth it with the kind of value that you get. 50K has kind of been the bare minimum for first place in this one. We've had
this one down
60, 70, even 80,000 before. So
this one down just a bit compared to some of the previous pools.
got a lot of our normal tournament folks are in a little place called Las Vegas this past week.
Searching for water, I'm sure.
Maddie, do you have a seat?
Water and winnings, we hope.
GW4, do you want 1 kilo?
All right, folds around to the button here in hand 34. That's our man Brent. He's going to raise it up. Full 5x here, 5 times the blinds. He's on the button with pocket 10s, 1 million to go. And we're 9 high and 6 high in the blinds. $1 million will do it. Take it down.
Let's show the pocket 10s, the 2 same colored 10s. The Mitchapalooza hand, our buddy Mitch Lloyd loves pocket 10s, and especially when they're the same flavor. Shout out to our man Mitch Lloyd.
The Godfather.
The Godfather.
TCH Live.
Mitchapalooza might join us in the chat at some point tonight. He and his lovely lady, Miss Emily. Hope y'all are doing well.
And hopefully he's teaching those Boston Red Sox how to play a little catch.
How about those first place Texas Rangers,
How about
RJ?
'em?
500 and in first place.
Sweeping the Blue Jays, catching the Mariners. Let's go.
42 and 42. That'll get you in first place in the pitiful American League West, but we'll take it.
All right, Gabriel under the gun. He's got ace jack of hearts. Bumps it up. 1.2 million. Some big openings here. This player's willing to play for stacks. So it's causing a lot of folding around the rails, so we're kind of just sharing blinds and antes right now with these large opens until we find a collision amongst the cards.
Yeah, I think Gabriel likes his odds. It's going to take a lot for a player to call a bet that big.
Yeah, sticking and moving just right.
All the other aces were out, but he gets them all to fold. He gets the king 10 to fold too.
Up to 5.6 million now.
There is a look at what we've got locked up. 7th place is 84.50. And that next pay jump is going to get us to that 5-figure spot, 10,000. And it's all uphill from there. Big pay jumps all the way up to that 50,000 for first.
We're on the hand where you had King Queen
Of course, they're
15 minutes.
showing this live stream on some of the TVs out there in the room, but of course, doesn't help the players at all.
Is that what they were mentioning?
It's on a 15-minute delay. Primo happened to notice that.
He's like, hey.
Stepped off real quick and saw one of the hands. From the past, of course.
Yeah, and of course Primo was in that particular hand, knowing that Brent landed top pair now.
There's definitely one Astro coming to life, man. That big old boy can hit the ball. He can smash it.
I've not seen it, but I can guess who you're thinking of. All right, Primo going to raise here. He's under the gun with ace-8 of hearts. He's doing some excellent work under the gun because that's where he's picking up his hands.
Jeez, ace, 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 and now a king 9 for Bryant.
Running low on them aces. They are out. Brent does come along here from the hijack, makes a call with his ace-10.
Oh, king 9 is such a hand. You're on the button with less than 10 big blinds.
Yeah.
There's an extra million out there, though.
You're right. This is one of those where he may try to sneak a flop in there, right?
Does not want to see hearts. A lot of them are out, though. Heart in almost every hand, it looked like.
Man.
And Gabriel saying, well, I'm getting a good price, too. It's just a click on my big blind.
Well, the roulette wheel says you might want to bet black on this flop.
Indeed.
And now Gabriel in the big blind looking at Jack 7, getting an amazing price, but Jack 7 offsuit, not an amazing hand.
He is going to call, put those small chips out there.
King Deuce 4.
Top pair, what a flop for our man Brian Hicks. If it gets around to him, his chippies are getting in.
He's going to flop the best of it here. Even if he's facing a bet, he might get it in.
I think so. I think you have to.
2.3 million already out there, so his stacked pot ratio less than 1-to-1. Yeah, definitely wouldn't have hated it.
Check, and now continue from the pre-flop opener. And King 9 with backdoor hearts is just going to be too good to fold. We're going to be getting this one in once it gets back around to Brian.
And Primo tickling this pot with the continuation bet might get stuck into having to call Brian's all in. It'll be interesting. Let's see how it plays out. There you go. He's ripped it. Brian's all in with top pair.
Team Hicks is all in.
1.5 million, the all-in size here. And you can see that Primo has tickled this pot for 675,000.
Yeah, but he's done. Oh, it's another 900.
Another 900 to call, and Primo doesn't even want to mess with it. Brian's going to pick up 2.5 million in profit.
Huge pot for Brian H.
Absolutely. 4.6 million now in his stack.
Team Hicks, where you at in the chat? He is up to 4.6 after almost finding himself out the door.
Yeah, Primo knows how to play that small ball on these flops, and sometimes he's loaded when he does it, so you have to be very, very careful. But in the event that someone shoves, he can just get out of there and not lose too many chips, not lose all your chips. And I'm a believer in small ball now after punting 600,000 at the 12K level. Small ball is real, well, especially in these long marathon tournaments. You got to find a way to last 3 days, and Primo knows how to do it.
Well, there will be no more small ball for Primo. He's in the big blind right now, so of that 1.6, he's got 500,000 of it already in the middle. And Akash, I think, is going to make a very disciplined fold here, knowing how short Primo's stack is now. Ace 10 suited, gets out of the way.
Yeah, there's an ace 10 getting out of there right at the right time because ace queen is in the small blind.
Big stack versus big stack with a short stack in the middle. This could get spicy if Primo wakes up with something. Ka has not played many hands, and when he did, he had aces.
Well, he's raising this time, and we know he has an ace. Ka not playing many hands over there. Andy's under the gun here. So Gabriel definitely going to respect Ka's positioning here. But ace queen just too big of a hand. He's going to bump it up. And we'll see what Ka thinks about that with the ace of spades and a mystery card.
Primo going to walk away and let these two battle and hope he can get a free ladder. He had ace 6 of diamonds. Oh, my goodness.
Well, we know it's not an ace because ace 10 was folded over there in the hijack area. Ka does rip it all in here.
You got to think that's the ace-king suited here. And now Gabriel's like, man, I got a player to my left. I can look over and look at those chips. You see there Primo just with one green chip. That's a 500K. couple of those 100K chips, and the rest are the small variety. His biggest stack is 5K chips over there, RJ. A lot to think about here if you're Gabriel. And I really think, folks, tell me if you disagree, but I think this is going to end up being an ICM fold. Ace-queen is a lot of hand.
Yeah, he's doing a little accounting back there. He's battled back from 10 blinds before, and it's going to leave him with a little over 10 blinds if he chooses to fold here. So from an optimistic point of view, you've battled back from 10 blinds before. From a pessimistic point of view, you're like, I don't want to be in 10 blinds again.
You don't. You do get the button the next hand, and the shorter stack is going to have to put more blinds in the next hand. There's a lot to think about here. Ace-queen is a very strong hand until you get 4-bet jammed on. At best, you got to hope you're flipping against jacks or 10s. We know the options for the worst case scenario, and we think he's probably up against one of those. The better ace. Got to be getting hot under there with this decision.
Possibly a little sweaty, possibly a little heart rate in there.
Wow.
Goes with it, makes a call.
Takes another look at it and makes the call. What
is it?
It's aces. So Primo did not have ace of diamonds.
That's why it's showing up as a mystery card. The ace of diamonds not in Primo's hand, it's in Ka's hand.
Yes.
So it just kind of got dinged up over there on those sensors.
Read by the wrong sensor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now it all makes sense.
Well, this is absolute worst case scenario. You're looking at 92% versus 8%. Ka with the huge, huge advantage here. Gabriel is going to need a St. Gabriel miracle.
All right, our man Gabriel at risk, taking on Ka and his aces. Gabriel looking for a double up. Chip leader Ka, I guess officially second in chips. Ka looking for more.
Looking for a double, begging for a piece of that bubble is our man, Gabriel.
Queen, queen, queen.
Lovely. Brittany going to do some counting here, get those chip stacks right. Lets us know we're playing for about 4.875 million apiece.
Here we go.
Jack 9-5 the flop, 2 diamonds. Aces holding the diamond advantage.
10 or a king for a sweat, or an 8.
6 clubs.
That'll do it.
2 times in like an hour. What the fuck?
That
Deuce
is
of
going to do
clubs.
it.
Clean run out for the aces. Gabriel wamboozled. Ka picks up another big one.
I mentioned the last time Ka played a hand, he had pocket aces.
That's right. Gabriel mentioned it as well.
Gabriel is going to finish in 7th place. Take home $84.50 for his efforts. Great run, young man. We know we'll see you on another final table. He's been on here before.
Absolutely.
And he finishes in 7th place out of 12.
Another round of GGs for our man Gabriel. And now we're down to 6 players and the 5-digit club, Eric.
Got it locked up.
We made it.
The horn is blowing, indeed, for Gabriel.
It doesn't matter. He lost. Yeah, ace queen. Ace queen out.
Sound the trumpets. Well, the happiest man of that result is our friend Primo, who is super short, and that's going to be a hand he might want to go with. Small blind versus big blind. He's like, the guy just had aces. He can't get it again, right? So he does rip it. Primo's all in the small blind, and this is going to be a call, I'm sure, from our man Kaw. Does wake up with a good holding of his own. Fair fight if they get it in. What? Shows it to him and folds? Primo's like, okay, I'll take it. Sometimes you really want the call there, even with a hand like a 10-9 suited, because it flops so well. And Primo is going to be in this same position when the blinds come back around again, so he almost would probably prefer a call there and get that double now that he's guaranteed $10,000. He's playing for the win. He's not just playing for ladders.
Jonathan, we need some heat, bro. We need some heat.
Asking for some heat from our friend Jonathan, AKA Egg Daddy. He'll come out to our club. He is the owner of Egg Daddy and Social House Restaurants and provides some great food options for us here in the room. Shout out to Jonathan.
One card fold.
Troy let us know that he looked at the one card and folded. It was the deuce of diamonds. Running a little bit chilly the last several orbits, but continues to ladder up and hold on to his big stack. Primo not going to go with the ace-9 off facing an open. Brent and Akash are going to battle. And good flop for Akash. Definitely needs to continue. Not only did he hit a pair, that's got his range all over it, the under the gun open. It says currently that Brent has 0 outs. Imagine there are a few runners available. Yeah, I agree, David. Especially with somebody less than 10 to your left. After being 4-bet. Just, I think, a little bit of a misstep, but we've all been there. All right, Akash going to take that one down.
And of course, a quick mention from our man Felipe, the $60 rebuy, one of the best rebuy tournaments in all the land. Currently, a little bit of a layover for Monday night tournament.
All right.
You have 51 minutes to come out and jump in that bad boy. And of course,
what's the guarantee?
And of course, you can buy a lot of chips at the break.
5K guarantee tonight?
Absolutely, 5K guarantee. 31 entries so far, 22 players remaining. And that one's a good one to come out late, buy a bunch of chips, have a go at it.
Just a couple more days, too, for the 9 for 99 special. For those cash players out there, definitely want to load up on those. You can buy one 9 for 99 special a day at each location. That's 9 hours for $99. Save you $3 an hour by doing that. You can buy one at TCH Dallas and one at TCH Las Colinas every day until the 1st. 2 million with the dirty diaper. It shows him the king-8, and Akash is like, well, I'm not going to show you how dirty my diaper is, but it was pretty shitty.
Getting it done with the 3 high.
It was pretty smelly. Saw the announcement today that the World Series of Poker dates are out. September 10th in Austin, Texas, the second stop for the World Series circuit events. September 10th, I think through the 23rd or something like that. So Going to be pretty awesome. And right before that, at the end of August, RJ, we got the Trailblazer Tour coming back this way. How about them apples?
That's a lot of apples. Big tournaments in Texas for sure. World Series of Poker coming to Austin for a second time. And then the Trailblazer event right here in Dallas.
Overlay value just announced. My man Brian realized that he was going to stay home for the night, but there was an overlay, and he sees the value in it. He's going to come out. So come join Brian and friends. Get in that Monday night rebuy tournament. So weird we didn't even mention it.
Yeah, sometimes as a chip leader, just don't feel like messing with that spot. I'm with you. I would have
525.
happily gone for it.
Call. Heads up.
And our man Ka knows that he's in chill mode right now, knows that he doesn't have to mess with anything unless he absolutely wants to. And, oh, by the way, his aces are 2 for 2.
Straight comes in right away for Curran. 4-liner. Brian's pretty much shut down this hand, says, I have 2 overs. That is not my board. Full Badoogie.
And he's reaching for chips, Eric. Okay. I mentioned these two played a lot together yesterday at a very active table with a ton of chips, so they're familiar with each other. And Curran will get after it. He will put max pressure. We saw that earlier when he put a bunch of heat on our 3-seat.
Kosh.
Akash, that's right. When Akash had a pretty good hand and Curran got him out of there.
Our dealer and fellow baseball fan, Scotty Broyles, has joined us and says, let's freaking go. First place, Texas Rangers. 5 in a row.
Swept Toronto, now in Cleveland.
Just need to get them bats going.
They need to call me. Come to Dupe's hitting camp. We can get that going a little bit.
Yeah, we're looking for a big stick. And somebody that can swing it. Generate some runs here.
All right, Akash working from the cutoff. He has ace-9. He will raise it up. 550,000. Button in the muck, small blind in the muck. Now over to Primo. He has the 10 of diamonds and a mystery card. So we've seen those sensors over there in the 7-8 seat be a little ornery tonight. Not hooking us up with the full story, which is rather rude. Primo lets go of his big blind hand, whatever that mystery card was. Akash takes it down.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Primo getting hit by those blinds again. He's in the small this time. Speaking of baseball references, yeah, that was a gift. Like Angels in the outfield. Simon says he's over here confused as Danny Glover on how those cards lifted away into the muck.
All right, Primo suited with Jack 7 this time. Folds around to the small blind. Could we see another one? He does rip it, all in.
And you get a little bit of a laugh from Kaw, and Kaw's got a dominating hand now.
This time, Queen Jack suited.
It's 4 big blinds, and you've already got 500 out there.
And he does not go for it. Kaw lets go of the Queen Jack.
Whoa. What is happening here? Primo with another Primo gift.
Yeah, 2 orbits in a row getting the small blind jam through to survive here for Primo. He's at 1.6 million.
Well, I think Primo's over there asking him, like, what are you folding over there? I think Kaw knows that Primo is a very accomplished player and doesn't want to give him chips. I still think both of those are snap calls, but he chose not to. And he's probably asking him for advice right now because he knows what a great player Mr. Primo is. Not everybody's accustomed to playing for big prizes on final tables like this.
And really, my man Kaw, I haven't seen him too much in the tournament streets.
No.
He plays cash all the time.
Absolutely.
So he might have just jumped into a tournament for funsies and by golly found himself here at the final table making a run.
Yeah, with a big stack and a chance to win 50,000. Who wants the pot? That's what this is going to come down to. We've got 2 trash hands and a big old Broadway flop.
This time, small blind's going to lead out and take it down.
Well, I will tell you what, it's definitely not collusion because a lot of these players before this even started entertained the idea of a chop. And Primo said, absolutely not.
No.
Primo was not interested in chopping. He wants that first place prize of 50,000. And when players were talking about maybe giving everybody like 20,000 or whatever the number was, he said, nope, that ain't enough for me. Knows what he's capable of. Wants to play to win.
600.
Facing an under the gun raise here. He's going to look up at the board and see what the blind levels are currently at and what they're going to and decide what he wants to do with this hand.
Yeah, 1.6 million in his stack. Could be a spot here.
Yeah, Kern's an aggressive player, but he hasn't been playing many hands tonight because of the card distribution. So,
yeah, card distribution and his big stack with some ladder ups. He hasn't had to do a lot of work just yet.
But here he is under the gun.
Primo does rip it. Ace-3 suited, good enough for the jammy jam. 1.6 million in there.
Yeah, and Troy's not going to fold the ace-8, I don't think.
So about 1 million more to our man Curran here. And Curran, we know Mr. Troy is usually in a calling mood in this particular spot, but he's going to glance up there at some of the numbers as well.
really think this is the player that people are hesitant to call all-ins.
Right. They're just hesitant to double up primo, I think.
Doesn't matter what you got. It's the pot odds.
Troy says it doesn't matter what you have. I've got the pot odds, but
too, so you probably have a really good end.
uh-oh.
Doesn't really matter.
Trying to talk himself out of it here.
He says you Hollywooded, but it wasn't a Hollywood. It was just Primo really thinking, do I have to die on this ace-3 sword? Players hate to be wrong in these spots, especially against a player like Primo. They do not want to double him up. All the respect in the world for Primo being shown at this table. And, of course, right here in the booth, and yours truly and RJ.
Yeah, the man knows how to get to these final tables, and the man knows how to close a couple out here and there. And he hasn't closed any out recently, and you know he's itching to. Curran's going to make the call. After a long deliberation, Curran does make the call. He's got 9% advantage in equity here, so Primo in a bit of trouble.
No fucking respect on this table? God damn.
Ace, king, jack.
Chopportunities.
Chopportunities are out there. 8 kicking. 5 does not help. And the 4 does not help. The 8 kicker stays in play. And finally someone takes a shot at Primo. And Curran, ace-8, will eliminate our man Primo.
GG's to our man Primo. He is going to finish in 6th place, winning $10,200. Great run by Primo. He really put people to the test, and you can tell people do not want to double up our man Primo. I know he could care less about what people think about him,
and
but
it's probably a weird final table for our man Primo because everyone acted weird not wanting to double up him, but remember our man over here in the 2 seat, Mr. Brent, came absolutely after Primo, so
yeah,
it's been an interesting night for
It
Primo.
has. It absolutely has, but like I said, man, a lot of respect for Primo.
Absolutely.
GG's, buddy. Everybody's now got 12-7-5 locked up.
GG's, Mr. Primo, indeed.
12,750 smackaroonies. Y'all could buy RJ's Honda Civic for that.
Absolutely. A couple of them. I'll give you some money back. Yeah, that would have been wild if he'd have got that one through, really. All right, we got us a hand of brewing here in the next one, hand 48. Brent just calls the 250,000 from the cutoff, trying to sneak in there with that suited king deuce. Akash on the button, pocket 6s, bumps it up. 800,000 to go now.
Haven't seen a whole lot of that limping so far, but Brent's going to get after it, like you said, with that suited King Dewey.
Trying to sneak 1 or 2 in earlier from similar positions. This time interrupted by Akash and his pair on the button. Akash will take it down.
Yeah, tried to sneak in late position, but then gets the one player who's got position on him who comes in with a raise, and that's going to be a pretty easy fold there for Brent. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left in this blind level. Blinds are going to be going up to 150, 300, 300. So now that'll put Brian back at about 12 big blinds. But not in desperation mode yet. Curran and Ka are big chip leaders, 11 and 10.4 million respective. Yeah, GG's again, and thanks for everyone who's joined us tonight. Friends and family members of these players.
Folds around to the small blind. We got jacks. Raise it up. Call out of there with 8 high. Jacks are good.
Shows those jumping Jesuses, the jiggities.
Those Rangers roughed up Parker Messick today, an outstanding young pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians. I know this because he's on my fantasy team.
With that sentiment.
Messick, huh?
So the Rangers busted up my ZJ's rotation today. Rather rude, but we'll take it.
Parker Messick.
Yes. Parker Messick.
Like as in Mexican food?
M-E-S-S-I-K.
Mexican.
M-E-S-S. Somewhere in that neighborhood. I think you're onto something.
Yeah. But tomorrow is Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, I can't
That's what I'm
wait.
on to.
I
Absolutely.
can't wait. Shout out to Rosa's Cafe. I'll be there tomorrow.
It's 525.
All right. Carl's going to put in some work now. He's ready. Jack 9 suited. Bumps it up from the small blind. Takes down that
Probably live.
big blind and ante.
Any 2 cards, sir.
Quinn Miller still checking in from Artesia.
Artesia, New Mexico. Home of the New Mexicans.
The New Mexicans.
And some pretty scenery out in the western part of the state, at least. That
And
first little drive as you're getting into the state, kind of like the panhandle of Texas.
looks a lot like Hereford.
A lot of nodding donkeys out there in southeastern New Mexico.
And Artesia, the home of Landry Jones. Shout out to the passing leader in yards for the University of Oklahoma.
And it looks like the players will be going on a quick break. So after this hand is over, we'll have about a 6-minute break for you guys to go grab a beverage, grab a snack.
And we've landed a little something here in hand 51. Curran with the queen high flush draw, and Brent lands middle pair, his king queen. Landing on this flop, ace king 4 to flop, 2 hearts.
And that's $1 million that is bet.
5 diamonds here on the turn, no heart. Graphics are off a little bit. That's the 5 of diamonds on the turn.
3.7 million in the middle already, RJ. This is a big pot.
Curran does check. Pardon me, Brent's working here from the small blind. Curran has position in this hand with the queen high flush draw. Button in the wrong spot.
Big pots and big bets.
I think he got the ace.
Shows king, queen, shows the big laydown, and that will get an insta-muck from Curran. He'll take it down, 2.1 million in profit. Well done for him. And that puts Curran in a commanding chip lead now, 13.6 million in his stack.
I'm here, but I'm mentally away. You know what I mean?
Koss still rocking over 10 million himself. Brent 5.3 at Kosh 4.7. Brian H.R. Shorty 3.5 million. Lines will be 300,000 when we come back. Of course, we had those payouts up for just a moment. There's a look at those. Down to our final 5. 12,750 locked up for these players. Next page up, a little over $4,000. And this is the fun part. $300 buy-in, and now you're playing for pay jumps for more than $4,000. Here at the home of crushing guarantees in these big monthly tournaments, Texas Card House Dallas. And there it is. Eric mentioned it earlier, 9 for 99 going on every day in June. June is almost over. We got about a day and a half left, so you can still get that special today and tomorrow at TCH Social in Las Colinas and here at Texas Card House Dallas. That's the 9 for 99 special every day in June. Purchase 9 hours for $99. Make sure you do it from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I guess you're down to just tomorrow.
Last call for Nick for 1-11. Right, up to 11.
Sharp play Rolla in the chat, saying they came in 37th yesterday. Sweet run for you, saying they were card dead for 3 whole levels. 3 levels is not very long to be card dead, my friend. That is definitely not a record, but it does suck when it happens.
Yeah, before we probably liked better.
Yeah, it's definitely more enjoyable and better for your chip stack when you get a little, catch a little heat with the holdings, make some hands here and there.
Still here.
You'll see one and see nine.
I feel like I.
She said I need to knock out C1 and C9. Before she
Still have about 3 minutes and 45 seconds
I
in
put it
on
right
break.
there. Of course, to get out.
So he draws the big blind,
Uh-huh.
holds big blind. Next hand, small blind, ace queen, jack 7, and then immediately kings of aces. I just spoke it into existence.
You got your space now.
Now I can roll back and forth.
I know.
It's like I can just
Bristol SD.
And then I was like, oh, he's drawing me just like this game my space. So I'm like, now I want the 1 seat to go because he knows it.
Is that my friend, the OKC, Corey? Sharp play Rolla.
I think John should tell him to stop saying 1 card fold. Okay, I gave you 1. But it's like, and really restrict your hand either when you're doing it, when you're looking at both cards, because now you're telling people that your cards aren't bad. John, what do you think? Since I haven't said anything, I'll ask you. C5 keeps going. 1 card folds. It's like he'll look at 1 card and then he'll be like 1 card folds and just like I feel like he's giving away the strength of his hand when he isn't playing cards. It's like he'll look at 1 card and then just smile, but he'll say it. 1 card fold. Yeah, he's saying it. It's like I feel like when you're saying it, you're telling them that you have a weak card, and then when you're looking at both cards, you're telling them your cards aren't bad. It's like, so like
Maybe he always folds when he says it.
he folds.
Yeah,
every
looking
time,
through the
but he'll look at
payouts
1
here,
card,
see who's
and then
worthy
love
of some
can see 1
shout
card,
outs.
Just like he'll tell us that he's only looking 1 card to 1 card's
So like
bad.
my
and
man
he's
Vicente
without looking at the second card.
ran pretty good to a 24th finish. Austin Hedges, I played a lot with Austin yesterday in day 2.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Nice
that
run for him coming into a
then know that
22nd
you're doing 2
place
cards.
finish.
Then we know that your hand is stronger.
Kasra. I've seen him on some a few final tables recently. He's finished 19th. Of course, we mentioned earlier, friend of the show, Mr. Casey Powell. What a sweet run for him, taking down 12th place. Kyle B. Looks like our man Birdwell come in at 10th. The final table bubble for Kyle B. Definitely worthy of a shout out. I don't see many Corys on the list here. There's Dupe Show way down there on the list, 75th. When I punted my massive stack. Players are starting to return from break.
Blinds are 153. Now put your phone up.
Shout out to all the multiple bag qualifiers. Mike D, Raj, Kasra. Coming in with the at least a double bag in this particular tournament. Picking up $1,000 bonuses. All right, players are back. We're back to action. Hand 52. Looks like it is folded around to the small blind, and that's Akash. He will call with the 8-9, and he's up against it. Brian in the big blind has 9-10. We do go check, check. Off to the flop we go. Jack, Jack, 6, 10 high best. Akash gets to go first. He does check.
Bristol, South Dakota in the chat? You already shout them out?
Bristol, South Dakota.
I thought Bristol was in Connecticut, where the mothership is.
There's a few Bristols out there. I know of a couple. I was not aware of Bristol, South Dakota, though.
South Dakota.
So Bristol, South Dakota, cheering on our man Brent over there in the 2-seat tonight.
I've yet to visit South Dakota, and we all know what we go to South Dakota to visit.
South Dakota, the home of Josh Heupel.
No. No Oklahoma Sooner visiting for me. It would be to visit Mount Rushmore before some idiot makes us take it down. I will go there one day.
Go hang out in the Black Hills and check out Mount Rushmore.
Yes, sir, Dane.
Our man Jay Winfield in the chat, Eric. Great commentating, boys. Wish I would have had more than 2 hands to commentate on.
Well, that makes 3 of us, my friend.
I agree. We all agree. Great run, buddy.
What?
Don't sweat it. We're going to see you again on some more of these, I promise.
The fact. What the fact is what we said.
WTF.
When that hand happened.
Checking in the chat. Brian H. has a premium in the small blind. Rips it. Curran gets out of there. Take it down.
John Winfield, 9th on this table, but #1 in our hearts.
Show. Easy guy to root for. John is awesome.
Skinny Cole.
Skinny Cole in the chat. What's up, buddy?
What's up, JC? Called us a bunch of hicks. Well, we resemble that remark. So does our 4-seat, because that's his last name.
Skinny Cole was there when I punted my chips. I got to wish him good luck, give him a little fist bump as I disgruntledly walked off, shaking my head at myself. But it was fun.
Shout out to Skinny Cole, because he came and sat down at my table in one of the bullets I fired, and he was wearing a shirt that he had cut the sleeves off of, and he didn't realize it when he sat down, but he flashed the whole table.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. I got to see the most beautiful areola I've ever seen.
If I wear a cutoff shirt, you can see all the ribs, all the areolas.
Yeah.
Because this gun show ain't no shirt stopping it.
The whole table got excited, though, so thank you for that, JC. Had us all on tilt already. Yeah, and Dane, you are correct.
Yeah.
Unless we have a big event going on, this is a monthly tournament. It's held usually the last weekend of the month. A few times we've had to do it in the middle of. We've still done it, even when we've had some big events going on. But yeah, it's been upwards of 80,000 before for first place. So this one, even though we still crushed the guarantee by 50,000, and it's a $50,000 first place, we've had it even bigger ones.
Curran going to take that one down from the button, raised it up with ace 10. And I believe, be sure to keep an eye on those calendars here in the month of July. I believe the even bigger one will be not at the end of July, so keep an eye on that. We're moving stuff around a little bit for holidays and special events, whatnot, in July, so keep an eye.
And we've got a 2-day tournament, the Red, White, and Boom, July 3rd and July 4th.
Red, white, and boom.
There's going to be 4 flights for that one. It is a 100K guarantee, and I believe it's a 250 buy-in.
All right, blinds here, 150, 300,000 since the players have come back. So we're going to see an open here of 750,000 from Brian H. Under the gun with 3 high. Let's go. Dirty Diaper bumping it up under the gun. Putting a little pressure on Kaw on his button. He's got ace jack.
Yes. I'm sorry? Go ahead. Water?
One-on-one. Coffee.
Yeah, we should have known that, John. Win the field. I knew that.
That's up.
6-10 deuce, 2 diamonds. The Dirty Diaper landing here. Brian H. has the majority of the equity with that bottom pair deuce.
Deuce slipped right out the diaper.
He's working here from under the gun with the 3 high. He's ready. 750,000 to bet. Continuation on this flop. Ace jack, no diamond for Kaw. He's been a little snug over there, but he has shown signs that he's ready to play. Kind of ICM'd his way into a really good spot. Does let go of the ace jack here. No float Friday for Kaw. Brian H. going to take it down. 1.5 million in profit there. Under the gun with 3 high. Sweet.
Yeah, two of my bullets that I fired, I sat in that 5 seat at tables, and I agree. There's some folks that love sitting in the middle, being able to see the board right in front of them. I don't love that seat at all.
Yeah, I've never really gotten used to the 5 seat either. You'd think I'd be used to it after dealing for 20 years, but 5 seat not my favorite, but I did pick up a little WPT nightly trophy one night, and that entire day I was stuck in the 5 seat. So apparently I can play okay in that spot. Curran's going to play okay from the 5 seat. He's got aces.
That's the way to do it, Sharp.
600,000, a little min click here under the gun with the open from Curran. Brian in the big blind, king 4 suited, definitely worthy of defending your big blind, and he does. King, jack the flop. Brian lands in a big way. Aces check it.
Wow.
Jack of clubs here on the turn. Now the board is double paired. 3 of spades on the river. Brian is holding a king. He's got a vote.
1.6 million out there. What do you do if you're Brian? You're holding pretty much the nuts here.
Just a tickle, and it does get a call from the aces. Curran's going to find the bad news. Aces cracked.
Ace is cracked by the king 4.
Curran did play a little small ball there under the gun, so it doesn't hurt him too badly. Even though he's having a difficult time with it emotionally, but Curran's pretty sharp. He'll be ready to go here in just a moment.
And he's got
always stings a little when your aces get cracked.
He's got 12 million in chips. He's going to be just fine. Got the whole table covered.
You gotta teach me how to play aces, man. I don't know how to play them.
Just aces, nothing else.
Have to see here after this hand if we've got a flyer up for the red, white, and boom. I can't remember if we've got that available or not. We will check.
It's not on J. I know that. All right, we do have action here as it folds around to the small blind. Brian H., ace, king of diamonds, big slick. Raise it up, takes it down. Curran rocking 5 high. Lets that one go.
Let's see what we got here, RJ.
Curran set.
That's this one.
That's the even bigger one. We're doing that right now.
That's the one we're doing right now. That shows you the multi-day flights, the double bag and triple bag bonuses. 9 for 99 special.
We hit that one. Only one more day. Tomorrow, 7 to 7.
Nope, I don't think we had a flyer for that one, so we will have to
Skinny Cole
get one
said,
up there.
Skinny Cole says he busted right after me. That's kind of rude.
That's right. TCH still offers those complimentary Dos Equis and Mick Ultra up there from the lovely ladies at the bar.
King Queen taking it down from the big blind. Call. Walk it out.
Lots of great complimentary beverages, and then there's some energy drinks and protein drinks and stuff that you can buy. And now they're doing all kinds of weird mixed drinks called Dirty Cokes and all kinds of weird stuff they came up with. So they got a menu up there of some kind of fancy drinks that they can make you if you're getting bored with just the basic coffees and sodas and waters. But yeah, complimentary beer on tap, and then you can bring your own alcohol as well and have the ladies bring it to you at the table. You just got to drop it off up there at the bar. Akash.
Ripping it.
He might be ready for a beverage. He's going to rip it with ace queen.
All in. 3.6 million the size here. 13 blinds. Ripping it. All in. So you can see these stacks that are around 3 to 4 million going to be running pretty low here as blinds have gotten pretty steep.
Ryan has stacked up over 8 million now. That's half of his stack with just a king high with players left to act behind him. So he's going to let that one go. And Curran is going to rip it with pocket nines. Chance to eliminate a player.
All right, we've got action, Eric.
Action indeed. Akash is going to be at risk with the hand that's got a name, but so does the pocket nines. One's the parking lot hand, and one's called the truck starter.
Absolutely. Both of them will send you to the parking lot, but ace queen's going to get a flop. Ace, ace, deuce to flop. Akash lands his ace queen. Now the nines are in trouble.
Spade available.
Hello, spades. Deuce of hearts on the river. Ace queen lands, and that's going to be a double up for Akash. 4.4 million in profit. He's going to have 8.1 now in his stack.
That's a couple times now folks have flopped trips against our chip leader. Curran is knocked down quite a bit.
Yeah, now down to 7.7. Let's see.
775.
Is that going to be accurate? Yeah, 7.7 now for Curran. Second in chips, second from the bottom, pardon me, in chip stacks, but 7.7 million, still plenty to work with. Brent over there in the 2 seat now, officially the shorty. He's rocking 3.9 million. This hand 62, a little raggy around the rail, so it's going to be a walk. Kosh, fresh off the double up, he'll take a walk as well. Sharp asking where we finished. I finished 75th. A horrendous, disappointing 75th place finish with a bunch of chips. I punted with kings, but they're still in play.
That's right.
I punted with kings. My man in the 4 seat, the beneficiary of that pot. And that particular table had Curran and Brian at it. We had tons of chips, just tons. All right, folds around to the button. Brent M, he's got a premium. And he will open for a significant amount, I'm sure. Brent's just going to rip it. Open jam here from the button. Kyle raised originally from the cutoffs. That didn't show up at first, so that makes things different. So Kyle, the original raiser, Brent M on the button with Big Slick. He's ripped it now for 3.8 million. Kyle opened with the ace-8. You know, you play snug all night, all night, all night, and the first time you open up with ace-8, guaranteed somebody's ripping it.
In late position with ace-8, clear spot with a big stack to open up, but that is a big jam there. 13 big blinds from Brent.
Yeah.
3.8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3.825.
Let's make it 6.
Sounds better.
Absolutely. Brittany came down with a lot of other folks from the WinStar world. We are glad to have her.
I know a little something about that.
Absolutely. I think I quit playing there by the time you started working there. I don't think I played at WinStar post 2012. I moved away to Houston for several years, and that's a drive I definitely wasn't going to make anymore.
Caught in the tank here with ace-8, 3.8 million. Pretty large chunk of his chips.
Yeah, this is the same guy that snap folds king, queen, and queen jack against Primo when he was super short. Does have an ace in his hand, but it's not a very strong one. And there you go. It does come up with the right decision there. Let's go with that ace-8.
I'm beginning to think Sharp Play Rolla played in a different Sunday tournament than the rest of us. Yeah, this field was a lot larger than 300 entries.
Yeah, he may have played in one of the flights that had 300 people. The total prize, or the total field in this was 1,290 entries. If you made it through your flight, which probably was 200 or 300 people.
Yeah, maybe
made it to day 2. There was a little over 100 and something in day 2.
Maybe the Saturday flight was like 297 players, so maybe he was.
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about that. Saturday morning flight, 297 players, 30 people went on to day 2. So that would make sense. And then yesterday, Sunday, day 2, we had 127 qualifiers for day 2. And of course tonight, down to our final 9.
Kosh gonna raise it up from the button with the Jack Triz. He's gonna want to try to steal some blinds. And it does work. 9-3 and King 3.
It's supposed to work once in a while. And Joe in the chat rooting on Akash.
And number 66. I remember in the chat earlier, somebody said we were going to get to heads up play by hand number 79. That's only 13 hands away. I don't think that's happening.
Not looking promising.
We'll wait till it gets down to 4 players and we'll start throwing that out there and see if somebody can't nail it on the head what hand we're going to get to heads up play. But we still got 5 of our finest and a lot of chips in play for all the players. Including Brent here, waking up with a nice suited wheel ace under the gun. Taking a peek up there at blind levels, payouts on the big screen behind the lovely Miss Brittany. Brian has a beautiful hand of his own. He's got king, queen of hearts and the button.
Yeah, Brent's going to open up here for $1 million, ace-3 of spades. Small blind out of there. Over to call, he's got king, queen as well. So the button and the big blind sharing similar hands.
Yeah, just 700 more for call to call, so he does complete.
Jack 3 deuce, the flop, 2 hearts. Big flop here for Mr. Brian as he's holding the king high flush draw. Ace 3 landing for Brent. He's got middle pair. All right, 2 overs and a flush draw. Checks over to the button. What do you do?
Takes another gander down at his cards. He's got king, queen, no heart. Brian holding the heart variety. And Brent is going to rip it with a pair of 3s.
Brent has ripped it all in. Landing at middle pair with this ace-3, and he will check raise jammy jam.
And Brian looking down at 2 overcards and a heart draw. What do you do, folks?
All in for $4.2 million.
1 for a fold, 2 for a call, folks.
Here it is, one for a call, 2 for a fold.
I'm saying 2, he's calling.
It's gonna be a bunch here.
What do you think, folks? 1 for a fold, 2 for a call. I think I'm doing that backwards that we normally do,
I feel like that
but that's okay.
as well.
Normally I think I do 1 for a call, 2 for a fold.
Okay,
We're doing the
this
opposite.
time 2 is a call.
2 is a call.
Hit 1 if you think he's folding. So it's gonna be a little over. Man, Brian's bet disappeared. 650, I think, was his bet.
I want to win this dadgum tournament in my head. I'm snapping it in there with the 2 overs and
I think you're looking at like
Flush draw.
3.6 million here, which is a substantial amount of Brian's chips. So if he goes for this, it is going for the tournament.
oh, he's gonna fold. He's a better man than I am.
It's too expensive of a price. Lets it go. Brent M takes it down, 3.1 million in profit. His stack up to 8.3 million now.
We were privy to some information that Mr. Hicks was not. His king and queen had 2 less outs. A king and a queen were folded,
Yep.
but he had all the hearts and the other king queens remaining.
Yeah. I think Brent had just enough chips to get that done. If that's around 2 million to 2.5,
That's a snappity
he's
snap.
getting it in there.
Yeah. All right, well, going forward, we're going to go back to the old days where it was
We don't know.
1 for a call, 2 for a fold, but we flipped script on that one, and all of us that said 2 for a call this time were incorrect. He did not make the call. A couple big spots against that particular player tonight, Brian and Brent. The 2 Bs have been battling.
And 10 deuce landing the majority of equity here for Brent. He's doing some work here with the danglers. All right, hand 68. We got some action. Curran is not on the button here. Does look like he's in the cutoff. Our button sometimes gets a little lost there on the end of the table, throwing us off a bit, but he's in the cutoff with ace king. Raised it up, 800,000 to go. Brent calls from the small blind with queen jack.
Queen jack, doff land.
Doff land indeed. Queen 5-8 the flop, 3 hearts. No one holding a heart. And Brent going to come out swinging. And we'll see what Curran thinks of that. It could let him off the hook here. Yeah, he's going to get off the hook. Ace king whiffs, and it cost him no more.
This is a fucking joke.
Yeah, when they don't connect, they're expensive.
I just lost 3 big hands in a row. Aces, 9s, no ace king. What else? What's the next one? Lost aces to king 4.
We've all ran rough for a couple of orbits.
Good right now. What can I say?
Sometimes they run you right out the door.
Our
but
man Curran letting a little bit out there.
He's got chips, though.
When the deck is rigged against you, it's just you can't fucking win.
Still in this thing.
Off to the flop we go here. King 10-5, 2 hearts. King 3 here for Brent. He's got a whole bunch of the equity as Brian did land middle pair with that 10.
Yeah, turn up the volume. You can hear a little bit of that tiltish. Our dealer, Miss Brittany, is doing a fine job. Started this tournament a little after 7 o'clock. Here we are at 9:45, and she is rocking and rolling. 5 of our finest remain.
Tilt is real. I think I tilted a little bit when I busted in this particular tournament. I'd had 2 rough orbits. Just kind of bled out a steady dose of ace queen and pairs not working out, and it was frustrating. And then I just emotionally played a massive pot with kings when I didn't have to, and found myself on the other side of the rail. And then now we're going to get some action here. Akash bumps it up from the button with king 10. Curran's going to rip it. He's got an ace, not afraid to use it. He's in the big blind.
And fortunate that Akash is opening
A little bit lighter than some of his opens here.
5.925.
But he's going to find a spot here to pick on that button to open.
Kiwi, don't jinx us.
All right, does rip it, does get it done. He'll take that down.
Absolutely. Healthy little pot there.
Yeah, 1.1 million in profit. That'll help the sting a little bit.
What are you afraid of? You just win again.
Still very chatty, but helps the sting a little. A little chat's good for the game. We love it.
Say when you're on tilt, You just lift up the kilt and show them the nuts, RJ.
That helps.
That helps. That'll get you off tilt.
All right, Akash gets to open again here, this time from the cutoff. And this time a better hand, ace-jack for Akash. And when you... It's always fun to open in back-to-back hands after you just got jammed on.
Say F-A-F-O, folks.
Yeah.
Try me again.
Jam on this one. I'm back to work. And Ka in the big blind here with ace-9.
No jam, but he will call.
Yeah, worthy of defending. Doesn't love the idea of being up against a bigger ace, but he is. And ace comes out naturally. Ace 10-10 the flop.
Ruh-roh. We have the dreaded ace-high flop for the player with the weaker ace. And, of course, when the board is paired with an overpair, 9, it's not looking good.
Ka will lead out here with his ace. Might give him an opportunity to find out some useful information. Or it could set something up for some chaos. And Akash wasting no time. He's going to go with a raise here.
Hammer time.
$2.7 million, the raise.
As different players, you can have open and medium seating for 1 piece yellow. If you are interested in playing it,
Got to be asking the obvious question. Does he have a better ace, or is he just doing this with a hand like jacks, queens, kings? Are you trying to get me off of a weak ace? There's the risk of leading out here. Did go rather large. He went 800,000. So hate to get rid of 800,000 in chips. All those chips he's got in his hand right now have a lot of cash value. You don't want to lose any more.
And Ka does find out the information and wants to throw ace-9 into the muck. Well done. Akash picks up $1.9 million in profit.
It's only, what is it, 38,000 difference? Whatever. Sometimes it's not going to change my life too much. I'll be fine. I'll be fine with whatever.
It is indeed a almost $38,000 difference between the next man out and first place. And we know we want to play that hand in a cash game. 9-8 suited. Under the gun, though, we're going to let that go with big money implications. Saw the jack when he lifted it up and folded that one on that one. $12,750 is going to go to the next man out. And those pay jumps just get large and larger and larger and largest. Almost a $15,000 difference between second and first, RJ. That's some of that good.
That's some of that good. Pretty big pay jumps for a $300 buy-in. And
hello, ladies. Gosh, waking up with a couple of ladies.
Yeah, he's in the big blind here. Our button's still, it's not reading well over there in the 7-8 seat. So it's a little raggy around the rail. Goes over to the button where Ka has pocket fours, and he's going to rip it.
Uh-oh.
All in for 5.3 million. Only a big hand can call you. Brent M rocking 10-6. That is not a big hand, but as we know, there is one looming in the big blind, and that is Akash. Akash instantly makes the call.
Couldn't throw those queens in there fast enough. He says, I'm willing to go to battle with the ladies. And Ka is going to get a little stand-up equity. He is the one at risk here with pocket fours.
Queen, Jack 10, top set for the ladies. Clubs make it
That'll do it.
interesting, but not so much. Queen of clubs in Akash's hand, and that is a pot winner for Akash. And it does in our man Ka. He will finish in 5th place.
Now, he had the sailboats, or the one-legged aces. He'd won 2 big hands with aces, but you know what? Even if he had aces here, RJ, he'd have gone home a loser.
They would have got wamboozled as well. Top set good for Akash. 5th place for our man Ka. He will find himself with a sweet prize, $12,750.
Great run there for Ka. Again, doesn't play a ton of tournaments. Came out for this one and found himself on a final table.
Right.
He's going to take home just shy of $13,000. Great run, brother. Always a friendly guy at the table.
Always awesome. We love Ka.
We'll catch you
Way
over
to go,
there
buddy.
in the 1-2 streets at Las Colinas, brother. You got plenty of buy-ins now.
That's right.
Bankroll builder.
All right, back to the action. On the button again, Brent M. He's rocking big slick.
We're looking at 16,000 plus now for all these 4 gentlemen.
1.5.
Brent continues to go large with some of these raises. 1.5. Says, come at me, bro. Shows the big slick.
King 4 was strong. Thank you, God.
He's so
I
sweet.
thank the Lord.
Big slick takes it down. No resistance.
Jesus has answered my prayers. Thank the heavens. I might win a fucking hand.
Said you could pitch yours.
Holy shit.
Got it. Thank you.
Yes.
Break 9, Brittany.
Interesting speech.
Yes.
Layers to that onion, Eric.
Well, we love Brittany, but evidently somebody's celebrating that she's no longer at the table. And it's our man G Money, Mr. Glenn.
Well, I bet this dealer won't be nice enough to give you a wash if you ask for one.
I say you better wash your mouth.
Yeah. He'll wash appropriately, but no special washes coming anymore.
Game on.
Game on, he says. Glenn is in the box. Cards are in the air. And RJ shaking it like you just don't care. Leany Weenie says Brent M is the no doubt GOAT.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
That was my nickname in college, Leany Weenie.
Shows the ace of clubs. Button nose. Be the last hand for the blind level, guys. Blinds will be
Last
up
hand at the
next.
150, 300, 300 blind level. And we are going up to 200, 400, 400. And that's $1 million in chips to fight for every hand.
300.
Akash, the chip leader, followed by Brent, followed by Curran. And our man, Mr. Brian, who's on the button. So four-handed, you're either under the gun, on the button, or in the blinds. And Brian H. with the insurrection hand says no thank you.
Folds around.
Raise the take for Akash.
Blinds are up 175, 350. Fold, fold.
Fold, fold. We're now four-handed, folks. It is that time. What hand number will we be on heads-up play? We're on hand 78 coming up. What hand will be our very first hand? Heads up. I'm going to say 115 gets us to heads up. I'm going to not see the reaction from my friends over in the production room through the window.
Fold.
I'm going to go 124.
Shoot.
124.
How many are we down to? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hand 124 gets us to heads up.
Carry the 1.
I'll go back to 115.
Man, it's kind of expensive.
Raise.
I'm going to stick with 115.
Akash jumping out there from the small blind with Jack 8.
Raise.
Brian ripping it. He's got an ace. I'll go with like 89.
89. RJ says 11
I
more
think
hands.
I think they're getting after it.
Now, the blinds did go up.
Ooh, I got that going.
I thought they went to 200, 400, 400, but they went to the little oddball 175, 350, 350.
This particular tournament is structured pretty awesome.
It is.
It gets a little quick at the end of day 1, but if you can make it through day 1, it oftentimes goes back to the smallest level of day 1s. And then that big blind level of 5K, it just kind of crawls up from there. You get a lot of playability from like 5K to 15K on the blind levels.
Was a big raise from Akash. He's got 1.3 out there, trying to steal the blinds. Does he want to call an additional 2.8? He does. He says, let's gamble.
He wants to gamble. Jack 8 gambling here. Brian H. finds a good spot here to rip it with ace 7. Akash feeling it. Jack 9, king the flop. Jack 8 with the best of it. 4 hearts. Brian needs an ace. Not an ace, and the Jack 8 will land here for Akash, and that will eliminate our man Brian H.
Great job, my friend Brian Hicks and Hicks clan, who was in the chat.
That's right.
Rooting him on. 4th place finish, nothing to be ashamed of, a lot to be proud of. $16,820 for our man Brian Hicks.
Sweet run for Brian. Well done, brother. GG's indeed.
Change, please.
And our chip leader now has 20.2 million in chips.
Thank you.
Players saying he just can't miss. He says, I just don't care.
About 38 million in play here at tonight's final table, so that's a little more than half here, 3-handed.
Guys, that small, big only.
Oh, sorry.
Shout out to the Akash friends and fam in the chat. No, I mentioned earlier he was helping walk his dad through how to get on the stream earlier before he got to the table. I said hello to him. He said, yeah, I'm helping my dad right now. He's going to be tuned in and watching.
There you go.
Shout out to Akash and his family, as he is
And of course, we saw
having a good run.
A lot of folks from the Hicks crew. Shout out to a son that was cheering on Pops earlier.
What? You
as
bluffed
well.
me? Oh my God. What the fuck?
We're down to 3. Akash, Brent M,
That's fair. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
and
man.
Curran.
It's the national flipping championship.
He was
what?
bullying me all day yesterday.
Small, big.
He says he had it. I had it.
Small big boys, let's get those blinds out
I
there.
won a fucking coin flip one time.
Curran didn't like the 5 seed either. He has scooted over to the 6th spot without players
Not yet.
to his left.
I get a free time.
Nah, give me time, bro.
Scotty B giving a shout out to our dealer Glenn, calling him the Dream Crusher.
I don't want him crushing my dreams.
Fuck. Yeah. Check. Too much action. We fucked it up.
It's like,
Alright. That's fine. Check. Check.
I think they maybe should have had a dead button. And it went over.
Yeah, it skipped. And,
Might have should have had a dead button there, but when our man Kieran moved over to the 6th, the button went with him when it was supposed to probably stay
He
in the
didn't
4th.
have any blind that time. Change place.
Relaxing. Feet are on the furniture and everything.
53. Thank you.
Brent on the button. Looking at a queen 10. He's now got close to 13 million in chips.
Call 350. Fold.
Why don't you just call? It's not fun.
Check.
You're supposed to raise.
Heads up. Check.
The Ocho Cinco has not landed anything.
Down to 3 players and
Fold.
1,300 entries.
Go ahead and put it out.
Getting lessons tonight.
Let's check out again what all 3 players have locked up.
Sweet prizes. Look at that.
Those are all prizes that would get me in a good mood.
I'm telling you. 22,770 locked up for these 3.
Then 35,000, 50,000 for first, and a trophy. Plenty to cheer about. Gosh, has the button, a big stack, and a pretty good hand, 3-handed.
The Leany Weenie with a photo of a cat checking in chat.
Yeah, said that was my nickname in college.
I was there, remember.
Fold.
Akash bumps it up from the button, King 9 suited, he'll take it down. So we'll see here, 3-handed, what kind of action we get short-handed now.
I guess third place is okay.
Akash
Not the fucking hand I played, I guess.
has shown
Happy with third.
the ability to play from the button,
Small. Big.
and Brent has shown the ability to play from a lot of different places. He's not scared to open it up.
Actions here.
Waxahachie is proud, says Carl.
Here we go.
Shout out from
Am I blind? Yes.
All right, so
Waxahachie.
Sorry.
Out of turn, penalty. 3-round penalty.
3-round penalty. Those go by fast when you're 3-handed.
they do. They're quick laps.
This puts you in a weird spot when somebody raises out of turn.
And you have big slick.
Yeah, big slick. You could check and the action would stand,
1.675.
but he's going to bet instead.
675.
And now let's pan over to Akash, who has a hand he would have liked to raise with, but not a hand he's going to be thrilled to call.
Yeah, Kosh does have
5 big blinds plus.
nice little suited canuter here, 10-9 of diamonds. Says I wouldn't have minded raising, but now
Fold.
I don't know.
Heads up.
Let's go with a call. See a flop.
2 big stacks going at it.
6, 8, 9, 1 diamond. Pretty good flop here for Akash. Top pair and a gut shot. Big slick. Does have backdoor clubs and 2 overs.
I like the check from Brent. If his opponent has like a king queen, king, jack, something that he just called with 2 overs, he might get a check back. But if he's in bad shape, he's not wasted any chips by continuing. Doesn't love this.
And of course, he knows he's still in a weird spot because Akash did try to raise out of position pre-flop.
Just not a lot doing for the ace-king on that
ace,
flop.
yeah, that makes ace-king shrivel up a bit with this midtown flop. Tisk shows the ace-king, and it goes into the muck.
I would have loved to have seen Brent check there. Akash would have had to commit that open.
Yeah.
And then
pound it.
Hammer him and take it down. But
Brent much more gentlemanly than us.
Can't be a gentleman, though, when you're battling for 50K. I think he thought he raised enough just to take down the blinds. The way ace-king's been running at this table, I don't blame him. Has not been landed.
I want to win one hand against you.
All right, Deuce, Akash rips it here with deuces. And Curran beats him in the pot with a suited ace-4, and let's hear what he has to say.
It'd be absurd, right?
Says he wants to win one freaking hand against this opponent.
Oh, okay.
Deuce on a flop, set for Akash.
That's why. Oh, I got my ace. Wow.
Ace on the turn. Have 2 pairs.
Oh my God, I made 2 pairs.
2 pairs not good, though, unfortunately.
Set for Akash. And a pretty good pot there. 8.7 million in it, 4.5 million in profit for Akash. And that will do it for our man Curran. He was a chip leader throughout a lot of day 2 and a lot of this final table. He will come to the end in a 3rd place finish, 22,770. Sweet, sweet run for Curran. Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. 3rd place out of 1290. Nothing
350, 175.
be ashamed of.
35,100 locked up for these 2 players, Akash and Brent. Akash with a sizable chip lead here going into the heads-up battle, 26 million to 11 million. And hurry, let us know where you're checking in from.
85 is the hand, the first hand of heads-up play, folks.
Hand 85, the first hand of heads-up.
My man Brad Kogel said 112. I think that was the lowest number we saw
What'd I say?
besides the 79 earlier.
Did I say 89?
You might have.
I was in that neighborhood. All right, we have made it to heads up. Let us know where you're checking in from on the chat. We'd love to give you a shout out in your hometowns. We've seen South Dakota tonight, New Zealand. We've seen Waxahachie. Where are you checking in from?
Yeah, I know we had Florida in the house as well. Let us know where you're watching from. Thank you guys and gals again for joining us tonight, making this fun. Watching somebody take home $50,000. We're down to our final 2. In no time, we'll get to see who is going to be the champ.
Here we go, Bristol, South Dakota. Graduated with Brent. Still
500.
checking in on his man Brent, because Brent's still here. We're heads up.
Brent going to call with the queen high. Picks up a little bit of equity here. Can hit a 8 now for the bottom end of the straight. Laramie, Wyoming is in the house. Let's go.
Big Sky Country.
The HEB parking lot in Austin, Texas.
I've been there.
And Brent is all in. He's just going for it here.
Brent's ripping it.
Queen high.
Queen high into the 9 triz.
He called on the flop to set this play right here up. Called with nothing, and now he's representing everything. Let's see if Akash wants to make this call with 2nd pair.
Dex giving the man Brent a shout out. And Brent's gonna get it through. Queen 5, queen high, like a boss.
Amen. Wowie, wowie. All right, we got some more Wyoming in the house. Good to see it. Folks are tuning in from all over the place on a Monday night. How about that? We're just a few months away from
Small blind.
Monday nights being occupied a little bit by
I
Monday
know
Night
it. Yep.
Football.
They're going to have to get a new crew for these.
I think
We're
they
going to
will.
have to watch some Monday Night Football.
They're just going to have to get us a TV in here. Shout out to our GMJ if you're listening. We'd love a TV in here.
I have one somewhere. There it is.
Hello from Colorado. All right.
And Akash will be officiating their wedding in August.
Well, that's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. Congrats to the bride and groom and Akash. Ace 5-7 a flop here. We got a battle of diamonds. Queen 10 taking on King Deuce.
Did not get that spicy diamond flop we were looking for pure carnage.
King high with the best of it, but we know Brent can do some work with Queen high. We'll see if he tries it again. Does not.
And speaking of Akash, we just got some stickers brought to us.
Uh-huh.
And I remember that Akash had made these way back when. They started showing up in the room. It's SpongeBob with a big smile on his face, but when you look closely, it's actually Akash's face.
Are you sure?
Yep. So it's SpongeBob with an empty wallet with Akash's face on
Well, it ain't empty anymore.
It definitely ain't empty. He's going to have a few extra dollars in it, absolutely. Hard U.S. dollars.
Our tournament players, good news, bad news. Good news, we win the prize pool.
What up, Caleb? Caleb
Bad
saying
news is we
hello.
only 6 players. Because we had so many entries. So those are the prize, those are payouts. Total prize pool of 5,600.
Neil Patel. That's a great last name. That's my dentist's last name. Shout out to Pranay Patel. Great dentist in Dallas. And great basketball player at Plano Senior High School back in the day.
All right, Ace-Jack taking on Queen 10 here. Brent the Razor from the button with that Queen 10. Might we see some action? And we do. Ace 4, Queen the flop, 2 clubs.
1.5.
Akash checking with the Ace-Jack.
Yeah, has a club to go with his ace, so he could try to play this tricky. Unfortunately, Brent does have that bigger club. Were we to get there.
Both players pretty deep here, but they've both been willing to put some chips out there, so anything could break out at any moment. 3 of hearts to turn.
That's all one.
Brent with a little bit of a squirm. Does rip it. He's all in with his Queen 10, and that's going to put Akash to the test. Does Ace-Jack want to stand up here for the tournament?
My goodness, Brent has picked some great spots tonight to bluff. Heads up play. Ace-Jack is so strong right here. Can Akash find what seems to be an automatic call, but or can he find a fold?
Yeah, one pair this deep is not an automatic call, but Ace-Jack, awful strong heads up.
2.5.
And it kind of depends on how Akash feels about Brent's play thus far. You know, we get to see that Brent's been maneuvering well with some mediocre holdings, but you don't know if the players can pick up on that, you know, as they play.
This is just so much hand heads up. There was betting and calling on the flop.
With a bit of the squirmies from Akash. I think he almost said it. Calls, he says, I gotta go with it. Akash does make the call. Ace-Jack's gonna find the good news, 89-11 in the equity department.
Needs to dodge a queen or a 10.
9 of hearts, that's it.
There you go.
Game, set, match winner for Akash.
Great effort there by Brent. Got some great bluffs through tonight. Goes for it right there with second pair.
And our man Brent with a smile goes down in a second pair, works some fantastic bluffs to get to this spot. He will find himself with a sweet prize. Second place, $35,100.
Absolutely. And our winner chicken dinner, Mr. Akash, $50,000, first place, and a beautiful trophy headed his way. Great run, Akash. Thank you guys and gals again for joining us in the chat. This was a really fun one. You guys made it a lot more fun during some of those slower times during the stream tonight. We got through 89 hands.
Pretty good work.
Pretty good work. Great job by Brittany, our dealer. Here comes our tournament director, Mr. John Kelsey, with the beautiful trophy and the commemorative coin that goes to our tournament winner, Akash. I think I just heard him say, holy sheet. He is excited. He can't believe it. He's winning $50,000 in a beautiful trophy. Thank you guys and gals again for watching, man. This is really special. Every month we do this tournament, and somebody like Akash gets to go home as a winner of $50,000 plus off a $300 buy-in.
Congratulations, Akash, and everyone else at tonight's final table. You guys made a sweet run.
There's my man, RJ Dupree. I'm Eric Van Loozen. Remember, the Red, White, and Boom tournament series is coming up on July 3rd and 4th. So come on out for that. It's a $100K guarantee, $250 buy-in. It's going to be a great time. It's a 2-day. There's going to be 4 flights. Just another reason to celebrate America,
Red, White, and Boom.
Red, White, and Boom. 250 years. So you buy in for $250 and you get a chance to win some big bucks in a $100K guarantee. Going to be fun tomorrow night. Catch us for our cash stream. We'll be here at 6 p.m. to 11 tomorrow.
Big game Tuesday.
Tuesday night. For RJ Dupree, I'm Eric Van Loozen. We're out of here.
Good night, TCH.